Hello! Hello! Oh my gosh, it's been an evening and a half. Holy crap. I'm still getting ready because I normally have at least like 15 minutes to kind of like clear all of this nonsense. But apparently adding a dog into the mix for the bedtime routine just makes it 10 times harder. So that's a thing. I'm just posting about it. My apologies to the no people that are watching. Do I have the link thing? No, I don't. Of course I don't. I need more followers on Instagram. That. Alright. That's set up. Now I need to put away all of these floss things that I have because there's just too many. There's too many. I managed to find like 5 minutes today to make an Instagram reel that I never even found enough time to post. So that's a thing. Alright, I'm gonna actually need that. So I don't know what I'm doing with that. What is this? This is 413. Random skein of floss. Okay. Righto. That's a thing. I don't know why I've got that. Let's put that there for now. Okay, so I did have all of these organized per box, but I shoved them all into a pile because I was doing an Instagram reel. So I'm going to put all these away. Let's put on some music. And I guess we can say this is my getting ready screen because I didn't even have enough time to quickly run in here and do the I'm getting set up screen that I usually do. Six, 4. So many from this box. Spotify's finally awake. There we go. Three, 1, 5. I had 2 415s out and 2 318s out. So confusing. Why did I do that? 335 goes there. 312 goes in there. Alright, that's that box. Next box. Is this set. 738 524. So I seriously considered cancelling tonight, but then I remembered that I could really use the forced time to get ahead of, well, not ahead, but keep up with the crazy amount of things that I have signed myself up to do. Because I'm almost at the tipping point of time available versus time required. 988. Where is that? There. 986. And that's that box. Hi! So I didn't have any time, I was just saying to the people watching, to tidy up my my workspace, because yeah, adding a dog to the mix makes things incredibly difficult to get done. So I've sat at my desk today for a total time of about 5 minutes, and it was to record a reel, so it wasn't even productive really, because I didn't get to post the reel, because today has just been non-stop. Like, seriously, I had one of those, oh, what's the time moments, and it was 25 past 7 in the evening. Like, how the hell did that happen? 3839. So I have, because I'm up to hair with the ornaments, so I'm putting away all of the colours that I had out to do the cross-stitching stuff, and it was a lot of colours, and I really need to stay on top of putting them away so that I know what I've got and where it is. So this is happening first. 3857 goes in there. 3865. Alright, that's a lot better. The other thing I need to do is I actually need to write a really quick email, so you guys can look at what I'm going to be working on. I haven't even done one stitch of the hair. That's the reel was pretending to stitch, so sorry, I'm not comfortable. Okay, and I have some grapes too to keep me fueled. There's my grapes. Oh, and this. I forgot how much I liked vitamin water. And then it was on special. I'm going to move that to primary. And then open this. So yeah, you haven't missed anything, Mum. Is the point, basically. Sorry, the camera's wobbling. Where did that come from? That's weird. Okay, there we go. Alright, I got it working. Hide that. Sorry, I needed to fix my product pricing estimator because it was not working appropriately. Alright, that's done. Okay, that. Open this, Twitch. That's not the right thing. Dashboard, Twitch. Alright. Huh. Let's do some stitching. I have to set up my camera because I've just like attached it. Like you can see the cable and stuff. I haven't even tidied up the cabling. attached it, made sure that it would turn on properly, and then was like, let's do all the other things. And I'll probably end up putting my jumper on later because I've just sort of moved and realized that I'm not wearing it, and I'm probably going to get cold because I'm in a t-shirt and it's no longer summer. Anyway, I've also got all these that I could work on. So I'm going to do hair for as long as I can stand it. But, oh, actually I need to do one more thing on my computer. I have tracking that I need to set up to notify on my phone, because if I don't do it now, I'm going to forget, and then I'm going to be like, oh no, it hasn't been delivered. 3031142 da. Okay, get updates. I was about to say my telephone number on stream. That would be really good. Done. Close. Okay. Yeah, a piece that I put in the mail on Tuesday is on its way. The house piece. It's in the mail. I was so freaking scared to... Oh! That actually reminds me. When I went to take it to the post office on Tuesday, they're like, you know, what's inside, because they need to make sure that it's not hazardous material or anything like that. And I said, it's a cross stitch, and no one at the post office ever seems to understand what I'm saying when I say a cross stitch. But anyway, so I corrected myself to say needle point, because the guy was like, anyway, and he's like, oh, so, you know, how much value is it? It's got to be like less than 100. And I'm like, I won't say how much it was, because my customer might not be pleased about that, but I'm like, and he's given me this look like, so yeah. I paid the extra premium for insurance because there is no way that I want to deal with that nonsense and lose out on that kind of money. So yeah. But at least it's not urgent, because I got it done well within my time frame. So I could pick the slowest, cheaper delivery. So that's a thing, at least. Yes, that's the house that I did. Your number is the same. Yes, it is the same. Alright, so we're going to do hair, which is not in the right position. Actually, I need to move this. Down here, and that way it'll sit better. That way it sits more over me. We go like this so that it's almost out of shot, and then we zoom in. Ta-da! Showing you all the tricks of the trade, apparently. This is how to set up your camera. Anyway, I've got all my hair floss. I should probably put that over here, actually. Okay. I got this little bit from last week, actually, that I'm going to use. But we're just going to work through hair. So where are we? And yeah, like I said, I'm gonna do hair until I can't stand it, because I do like working on hair in natural light, but I don't think I'm gonna get a lot of time at my computer in natural lighting for a little while, thanks to our latest edition. Which if you haven't found out because you don't follow me on Instagram, because I haven't had any time to post on Facebook. We got a dog yesterday, and he's adorable. He's loud because we got a husky, but he's very cute, and his name is Archie. And yeah, he's only 8 weeks old, so he's very needy. So I know this kid, and I know he has messy hair a lot. And actually, I hate how that looks so far. Let's undo that. So with hair, I unpick very often. So you'll see a lot of that happen. I don't think I've actually streamed myself doing hair for a number of months. I know I would have done some when I was working on the Family of 7, and I only worked on that while streaming, because I completed the whole thing while streaming, which is cool. I didn't get very good feedback on that piece, which sucks, but you know, it is what it is. And when I say I didn't get good feedback, it's not that I got the person didn't like it. I just never really heard back. It was like oh hey, thanks, you did the thing. Because that piece was not a commission, it was a what's the word? What's the word I'm trying to think of? Charity. It was a charity piece, because the lady who it was for had the crappiest year. The person I sent it to was her sister, I think, and it was through a friend of mine. She did it like a call out for people who just needed some uplifting because they'd had a really bad 2020. And this woman had 5 kids. One of them was a very little baby, like a couple of months old, and she'd lost her husband. He passed away, I think, from some kind of cancer. So she was now a single parent, a widow, of 4 girls and a little baby boy. I've got a fair amount of nose. All the more reason to say thanks. Yeah, I would have thought so too. I did reach out after I knew it had been delivered to make sure that it got delivered safely. And she said yes, and she even said that she wanted to commission a piece from me. So I was like, oh cool, you know, she must have liked it. But in the package I had written a note to say, you know, that I was really sorry about the situation she was in, and I hoped that this brought her a bit of joy and all of that kind of jazz. Oh, I don't like that stitch. Let's undo that one. And I would have thought I would have gotten a thanks from that, but no. But you know, someone with 5 kids doing it by themselves, like, she probably doesn't have a lot of time on her hands. But that's okay. It was a fun one to stitch. There's lots of cool elements to it. I don't want to record. Just wanted to move it down. There we go. I am not liking how this is coming out. I need to bring up photos. So working from the pattern is all well and good, but when I'm doing hair, it's so much better to work from a photo. Ornaments. Shit. Do I not have a... That's frustrating. I have to dig up photos. I've got so many notifications on Facebook. Why? Why do I have so many? Where am I going? This page. I need to search. Okay. I have a photo to work from now. I'm going to undo as much of this as I can. No, fuck it. I don't have time. Seam ripper. Just gotta make sure I don't rip out the cross stitches. Okay, I know it doesn't have to be perfect. It's a cartoonish representation of a person, but I don't want it to look terrible. I think for the... I know what it is. Like, I hate doing boys' hair. Short hair, I should specify. I hate doing short hair. Because not everyone who has short hair is a boy, and not all boys have short hair. So yes, I correct what I say. Yeah, I should start, when it comes to short haircuts, I should be starting at the top and going down, I think. So when I do a longer haircut, I start at the neck and work my way up. Anyway, okay, so I've done that. I'm going to just trim the end of this so they're all even. Let's try that again. So I'm going to start at the top and work my way down. And this little boy has kind of like shaggy hair, which is what I was trying to achieve, but I think it'll be better if I start from the top. That's better. I was trying to make it too messy looking. And his hair isn't that messy anyway. It's just like longish. Like he's got a fringe that like kind of goes in his eyes, so I actually need to make that a bit longer. So we want to go down to like here. That's better. Sometimes you just gotta stop what you're doing, rip the whole thing out, and start again. That's better. You can't even really see it. Let's zoom in a bit. Here we go. The main thing to remember with short haircuts is to do short long stitches. Because otherwise it just looks like a long haircut. And it's got like a curl going on here. So I'm going to do a loose one. And then just kind of like tack it down with another stitch. Sort of like that. There we go. He's got like a wave going. His brother, my gosh. Can't wait to show you guys what colours I use for that hair. You can actually kind of see it in the corner there. So he's actually got some that like pokes out under his ear. It gets that kind of shaggy look. So we'll do just a little bit to hint at that. That's good. I keep trying to poke myself in the finger. I'm using a sharp needle. You always do with hair. But if I could stop doing that, that'd be great. Okay, let's do a little bit down here. Under the ear, and then I think he is done. Yep. Cool. So his brother is probably going to need a new set of colours for his hair, because it's like unbelievable colours. I might have the right colours in a swatch already, because I have done some amazing red heads before. I can't get this back on the swatch. Come on, there we go. No. I think I'm gonna need to get a new swatch together. That's not red enough. That's too brown. Alright, let's... What did I pick? Let's get this out. This is gonna be crazy. Oops. I dropped my colour. Yeah, okay, we're gonna do that. That's... Whew! Some colours. So these are the colours that we're using. So we have 976977 and 3853. That is a combination of colours. And he's got curly hair. It's an amazing colour. What I assume that I had when I was born, based on what Mum said. Put these bits back on. Get the last colour, and then let's start doing French knots basically. French knots and pistol stitches. His mum has amazing red hair too. Not this kind of colour, it's like a deep orange. I've actually stitched her before. Okay, there's my 3 colours. Look at that. How's that for a set of colours? Oh, I'll need that. I was about to put it away. So I noticed when I was doing my little Stitch People day piece that I'm going to need to make myself a new colour swatch for my hair because I haven't been out in the sun as much in the last 2 years. I wonder why. As I normally would have. And my hair is a lot darker. Still very blonde, but plus I haven't dyed my hair. That's probably the main thing actually. I haven't dyed my hair in I don't know, a long time. Like I never got it dyed really. I always just got it like bleached slightly to just lighten what I already have. And I haven't had that done in ages. Alright, so we're gonna do the same thing, and this little kid doesn't have a lot of hair. So we're not gonna go too overboard. He doesn't have a lot of curls either. He's just got like a little bit of curl. This might actually be a bit too orange. Let's work with it and see if we like it though. He's got much shorter hair than his brother. He's got this big like curl. That's not the right way. That way. Nope, I was doing the right way. Yeah, there we go. So we want to go like there. This big ringlet in the front. And he's got sort of like widow's peak going on the sides, which I've already covered up on that side, but it's more the other side that's noticeable. Yeah, I think this color is... It's very bright, like it's definitely a bit over the top for what his color hair is, but keeping in mind the whole it's a representation, not a replication thing, this works. This actually gives him a lot more hair as well. Like, I probably should only use 2 strands. But that, and he's got like a little kick at the top. It's kind of like that, yeah. And sort of one off to the side. That just looks like I've messed up. There we go. There we go, some brothers. Henry and Graham. Just gonna even up this side of his head. Make it a bit rounder. So I can see one of the squares of his head poking through. There we go. He had I'm thinking about it. I'm thinking, why did I think he had curls? And it's because when he was a baby, he did have lots of curls. But he's no longer a baby, which is not okay. Because how dare he grow up? Here we go. That's perfect. Ideally, and it's not going to happen because I just looked at the time and it's 10 to 9. Ideally, I get all the hair done tonight, but I shouldn't be in a rush. I haven't even started any of the decoration stuff. But like, the hair's done on that. But so like this one's going to sit in a 3-inch hoop. Thank you. This one will sit in a 3-inch hoop. And it'll have a little bit of room for some decoration stuff. So it'll sit like that. And I'll do a little bit at the bottom and a little bit on the sides. And that'll just be based on, like, kind of like the ugly sweaters that a lot of them are wearing. That'll be based on what I feel like. Like, the designs, I didn't do them on the designs because they're just going to be embroidered on. But yeah, like some of them will have greenery and some of them will have Christmas lights and some might have other things if I think of other things. Nothing too complicated though. I'd like to leave them all in these hoops. But they're not done. I've got to back them as well. They're easier to store if they're flat. I know what I can do. I can stitch them in the hoops. Right, that's done. That's not the right pattern. There we go. I don't have a flathead screwdriver. I can't tighten these super tight. I've got a Phillips head in reach. I do have a flathead. It's downstairs. Not willing to grab it. Okay. I think I've got this one in an email. Maybe she sent it in this. I think she did actually. She did. Okay. Photos. Let's download the photos. Save into this folder. Into a new folder. That one's Cora. And that one is Theo. His glasses are amazing. As you can see, the teal. They remind me of Charlie's, actually. A nice colour as well. Getting distracted. Open that. Open that. Let's do Cora first. She's got crazy wavy hair. Which is just like a muted brown. Not like a really bold brown. Like there's brown, like, I'm trying to think of a colour to compare it to. There's kind of like animal fur brown. That's probably not the nicest way to put it. But then there's like bold browns, like tree bark and stuff. These are all way too light. I'm gonna have to put together another colour swatch. I would have thought I'd have something that matches hers. Oh, that kind of does. It's an interesting one, actually. They kind of have the same hair colour too. The siblings, I mean. That's a bit dark. That one would be good for Theo's. But Cora's is a little bit lighter. That, okay, but I'm gonna need to refill it. Alright, so we're using this. But yeah, I don't have a lot left. So I might need to mix some more. Oh no, it should be fine. Oh no, there's only one cut left of it. Of each colour. Alright, so let's do Cora's hair first, because she's on the left. And her hair is shoulder length. So the first thing I do for shoulder length hair is fill in the gap between the chin row and the shoulder row with hair. On either side of the neck. Almost unthreaded my needle. And kind of like there-ish. We'll do a couple of picot stitches, not picot, pistol stitches, to give it some curl and wave and texture. This is hard to do on a tiny hoop, trying to keep it in frame with this lighting. It's 9 o'clock. Who let that happen? Certainly didn't. Running out of thread very fast. No, I need to cut my losses. I haven't checked chat. Siblings don't always have the same hair color though, do they? Yeah. Chris took to his with the clippers a few weeks ago because it had got so long he couldn't stand it. I'm not surprised. Although I am going to be stitching his hair crazy and huge. I don't care what he's done to it. This is the Chris I know. With his afro. Plus I've already started stitching it and I designed it that way. So I'm not changing it. Actually, you know what? We're going to start from the bottom again and work the way up the other side while I have a fresh cut of floss. cannot wait until life goes back to normal. Closest to accurate, yeah. Apparently one of the vaccination providing companies are testing on 5 to 12-year-olds. So pleased. So pleased that I had my youngest when I did, because she just makes it into that category. I couldn't imagine having a baby in COVID conditions. I look up and I see the last thing that you've said, which is don't. Yeah, I know, right? It's not what you were saying don't about, but it's still accurate. Now we finally did our pandemic thing. We got a puppy. Just like everyone's either having babies, getting a dog, or buying something like a slow cooker or an air fryer or an Instant Pot. Like a big kitchen purchase. Callum is double dosed. Nice. Yeah, he just makes it, doesn't he? He's 12 now. God, how did that happen? Well, that's good that he's double dosed. I know someone who's got an 11-year-old that desperately wants to be vaccinated, and she turns 12 in March. She's just too young. Remember when we went for our second dose and there was a kid behind us with his parent, I think it was his dad, where he looked like he was just old enough to get vaccinated, like it was his birthday or something. Very good question, yeah. Talked to our girls about the vaccination and that hopefully soon they'll be able to get it and they'll be safer and blah blah blah. And Alex is like, but I don't want a needle. I'm like, I don't care. I didn't want a needle either. But you're gonna get one because I'm sick of the way the world is right now. I want you to be safe. So that looks messy and crazy, but like her hair is messy and crazy. I actually think it looks neater than what her hair normally looks like. We're going to add a couple of stitches to sort of round it out a little bit. And I need to cover up this pistol stitch because it's a bit much. I did 2 wraps and it's just a bit too crazy. Let's go in the middle for that one. There we go. Alright, and then we need to give it a bit more length. I'm not holding it in the right spot. She's her mother's daughter. Yeah, she is. Oh my god, is she ever. She started crying tonight because snatching is not nice. It's like, no, it's not nice, but you don't need to cry about it. Like, that's what Charlie does when you got something that's hers. She wants it back. And she knows this. She's got shining examples of the fact that her sister is an extremely different child to most kids. And she's still, like, shocked. Which is, you know, it's fair. Like, she's 5. I'm not, like, worried or anything. But sometimes I just feel like looking at her and I'm like, come on. You know who you're talking about, right? Seen Alex do it too, so that doesn't count, of course. Snatching, yeah. She started saying, there's one phrase that just, like, gets my hackles up to Charlie. And it's, if you don't, I don't know exactly what it is, but it's like, if you talk to people like that, you're not going to have any friends. It's like, hold on a second. You don't say that kind of thing to people. That's just making someone feel like shit. Not trying to help them. So I've been trying to shut that shit down really fast. She keeps kind of falling back on it. And I know that she says it because she cares about Charlie. But still, like, come on, child. Oh no, she was saying it before she started school. Before she started school, it was, kids won't like you when school starts if you say that. So if I hadn't heard her say it before school, then I would have thought the same thing. Likely. Oh my god, is she such a goody little two shoes with school? They do what's called timber tickets. And you get a ticket if you show like good behavior or you're kind or many different things. They're all different colors depending on the thing. And like today she got 4 timber tickets. It's like, oh my god. I'm actually just trying to make this a little bit messier. Because this kid does have a lot of hair as well. There we go. But I do think that she's learning the hard way that what she can do with Charlie at home doesn't work with kids, like neurotypical kids at school. So she dictates a lot, like majority of the time, what her and Charlie do together. So she'll constantly say things like, you do this, or we're playing this, or whatever it might be. And because she came home the other week actually, so I'm just bringing up my next photo, and she was sad because no one would play with her at recess. And when I said to her, did you ask to play with other people? I got a non-response. Yeah. I mean, it's understandable because Charlie doesn't have the language to say what she wants to do or what she wants to play. Oh, my nose is so itchy tonight. So she's used to being the one that controls play, and it was so long between when she was in preschool and now, and she changed a lot because she's a human being. I don't like that last stitch I did. Yeah, she changed so much. That she had to. That yeah, she's having to relearn how to interact with neurotypical kids. Not everyone likes to be told what to do. I mean, I've tried to tell her that myself because I don't like playing with her all the time. She's demanding, trolling. Trying to like show a little bit of this little boy's ear, but I think best thing is to just cover it. He's got a short haircut, but it's kind of long at the same time. I don't know how to describe it. And he's got very neat, straight hair compared to his sister. His hair kind of curls, so we're gonna do loose, not curls, it curves, sorry. We're gonna do kind of loose stitches so I can lay them down curvy. Nope, I pulled that too tight. And he's also got longish hair down, like technically kind of covering his eyes, but we're not going to go that far because I want to show off his little cute glasses. I'll fill out that little blank that I've left. Blank. I can't talk tonight. The little gap there is what I meant to say. Oh, I know, Watch. I know. Watch is telling me off that I haven't taken my pills yet. Busy. Can't you tell? I haven't worn my watch all day, so all my steps haven't counted. I've done lots of steps because I did all the shopping. It's hard. She has to learn a completely different way to relate. Yeah, she does. And she'll get there. She's a clever little one. She's very caring. Needle doesn't want to go through the fabric. He's been doing it all night. It's bugging me. Can't believe tomorrow's Friday. I couldn't believe today was Thursday, actually. I remembered... God. I think I was on the way home from dropping the kids off at school. That I was streaming tonight. And as I said, I was thinking about cancelling tonight because I'm tired. I get woken up early and constant through the night. I think I did his hair too dark, actually. Should be fine. I'm not picking it out, I just want to have that sit over the top. There we go. No, kind of goes over there. Kind of reminds me of a girl's haircut from, I don't know, maybe the 80s. Hopefully it looks better than that though. There we go. Very different haircuts, which, again, as you pointed out, siblings don't always have the same hair. Yeah, now I'm cold. I'm gonna get my jumper on. So that's them. Oh, we got a stray. That's those two. So that's 2 portraits down, which is pretty good. 11 to go. Oh my god. Why am I tightening that for? So this one's pretty cool. Both of these ladies are people of colour. And as they usually do, they have amazing hair. She has super curly hair, and she has super straight, long, lovely hair. And she has a bow in her hair. For hers. And this is mother and daughter, this one. I'm actually going to have a couple of grapes. So, looking through the photos for this next piece, I have forgotten 2 things. Mum has some tattoos, one of which is the shoulder that's, you can see. I'll hold it up closer so you can see it better. So I did an off the shoulder top for her, because the photos that she sent me, she's got like, what's it called? I can't remember what the top's technically called, but it's like you can see her shoulder, and she's got a little tattoo that goes up towards her neck. So I wanted to show that, just with like some tiny little seed stitches. But she also has glasses. So, I'll take my medicine. Hang on. So I need some black. Actually, I'll do grey because they're not really that black. And It's just a couple of little specks. So we'll do that one. And glasses are really tricky to figure out kind of what kind of pink they are. Let's have a look at this. Let's do 3859. That one. So before we do hair, we make sure that we do glasses, because I make sure that the hair sits on top of glasses when need be. I'm really glad I noticed that. Especially the glasses. The tattoos, like, yeah, okay, that would suck. Oh, I didn't do a little bra strap as well. I'll do that as well. And I dropped the ball on this one. Looking at the pattern now. Yeah, the tattoo and the strap, kind of like, yeah, sure, okay, whatever. But glasses, kind of important. I just unthreaded my needle. Curious about. Okay. I was curious. I had someone ask about a portrait, and I had to give them 2 prices because they wanted to know how much it would cost to get a rush order done. So if they had said yes to the rush order, I would have been like, well, shit, okay, let's get that started. Because rush. But she said that I am a bit out of her price range, which, you know, I hear quite a lot actually. But I'm not willing to reduce my prices because it takes a fucking long time to do these. But she was kind about it, so that's what matters. It wasn't like a, oh my god, that's ridiculous. I've never had that. I probably, actually, honestly, I probably had that without someone actually saying that to me. But I've never had someone have the audacity to scoff at my prices to me. I mean, like, I'm literally doing these less than a millimeter stitches on top of cross stitches to indicate a tiny ass little flock of birds tattoo on this woman, which is going to be so unnoticeable. The hope is that it's not unnoticeable to her, but to anyone else it could just be like, what the fuck's that? Do one more. I don't want to overdo it. There we go. I doubt you guys will be able to see it. I'm having to move back because it can't focus. What if I go like this for a sec? Nah, can't really tell. So you can't see my face. This is why I don't have that light up that high. Otherwise I would, because I can see my work really well like that. But I put it right there. Makes me blind when I do that, but so I can't actually stitch like that. I can see my work really well. Anyway, that's that. Let's put these two bits together. Those two can get put away later. I need to do a bra strap, and I've actually got a good colour right here because it's in another portrait pack that I have. And this is literally one stitch. I should have done this. Oh no, I guess a tattoo sits underneath a bra strap. I was going to say I should have done this before the tattoo, but yeah, that wouldn't make sense, would it? Okay, so from there to there. There we go, that's it. Alright, now we can do the hair finally. I've got to pick the swatches. Alright, so they've both got really dark brown hair. I've got to refill that swatch, so I'll put that there. So we'll go to our dark hair colours. So Mum has darker hair by a smidge. Well, that's basically black. Let's not use that. It's literally 2 strands of black and then 1 strand of the darkest brown. Grandpa was just watching you for a moment. He asked to tell you that Grandma would have been very impressed with the back of your work. She could never get it. Aww. Like that? Let me show you the back of this piece, because this one has more substance to it. So this is a mess because this is technically satin stitch. And this is a mess because it's a little plaid shirt. But like that's the two bits that are really messy. But the tree is crazy. It's just started getting yellow in it because I started doing French knots. And that's them there. But yeah, thank you. Anyway. They're a lot neater when there's not much to stitch. I.e. these. Your hair's going black. Thank you. Hair is kind of that. And her daughter's hair is a bit darker than that, so let's not use that one. I might actually need to make another brown swatch, because that's the right kind of darkness, but that's got a really bright bright brown in it. That 300 color is too bright. Actually, that'd work. It's like a smidge lighter. No, it's too bright of a brown. Alright, I'll make a new brown. So that's Mum's hair. I knew I'd be making like a bunch of new swatches for these ornaments. I mean, I've got heaps, but people's hair colors are so varied. Like that's all my dark browns and blacks in there, and they're all my light browns, and then my redheads and blondes and like white hair, and then that's not hair, that's like denim, and that's an animal there, that one, I think. But there's, yeah, most of that's denim. And then just miscellaneous, like camo and some dresses that I did, and yeah, things like that. Man, I could have almost used that as that little boy's orange hair. Anyway, let's make a new swatch. So we're going to include, I know one color we're going to be including, so I will get that out, which is 3371, because it is really dark hair, so we want that. And then we want the much more muted browns, so like, what's 3781 look like? That's good. That can be the light. Like, that doesn't look anything like that brown. God. 3031. I need to get a floss card that has the real floss on it. Yeah, okay, that's those three colors. That's good. Put the back. I'll be putting floss away like I was at the start of the stream. Likely tomorrow. I don't think I'll be doing it tonight. By 11 o'clock I'm gonna be like, dead. No. Gotta do night wake ups again, like a chump. Freaking puppy. 3031, 3371, and 3781. Yeah, my neighbour's got a good view this morning at like 7:15. Me in my baggy pants, because normally I just wear underwear to bed. So some baggy pants, a tank top, and no bra. Like, woohoo! But at that time of day, it's still pitch black, basically, because we're coming up for winter. The sun rises at like 7:15 at the moment. It sets at 6:30ish. What do the light and dark boxes on the swatch card mean? The light and dark boxes. Oh, these. So there's a little thing up the top here which says 6-strand embroidery floss, and then pearl cotton size 3 skeins, pearl cotton size 5, pearl cotton size 5 balls, pearl cotton size 8 balls, and pearl cotton size 12 balls. So the little like thing corresponds to what you can get for each of the colors. So they all have the first box colored in, because you can get 6-strand cotton for all of them. Hopefully that's what you're asking about. And this is an old card, like it's likely changed. I got this for a whopping $3. Because it is no longer like current. It does not have the new 35 DMC colors in it, which is annoying. So I do refer to a website that I know a lot, especially for pattern making. This is just easier to grab out. Okay, put those colors away as well. This is my little thing. We'll get this away. See, like, it's old and it's all frayed, and it shows the like, it explains all the different types of floss and stuff in it as well, which is pretty cool. But, and the washing instructions, which I don't trust. But it's got like all the color variations and stuff. It doesn't have all of them, as you would expect, because this is pretty old. When was this printed? Does it say? I've actually never looked. (2008), so it's very old. But yeah, you can get a real floss color card, which I want to get one day. I've already told Josh what I want for Christmas though. I want to get a KitchenAid mixer, because I've wanted one for 10 years or so. Just need him to tell me what he wants for Christmas. I just don't want to have to wait that long. Yeah, that's a good set of colours for that hair. Alright, well, I've already pulled out 3 strands, so we're going to do the daughter's hair first, even though she's on the right. I do like working left to right. And she actually has a tiny, tiny little cute plait in her hair. So I was thinking about braiding one strand, three strands of floss and attaching that, because I thought that might be cute. Just mostly to see what it would look like. My curiosity. But yeah, she's got like this tiny little braid and a big bow in her hair. That's her mum's kind of signature thing that she does with her daughter. She enjoys kind of like playing dress up with her daughter, and her daughter loves it. For a little while, she was a clothing model for little kids' clothes. She's a super cute kid. But yeah, they like big statement clothing and accessories. But she's got such long hair. And this side is tucked behind. I'm going on this one photo that I'm looking at on my screen. She's got this side tucked behind her shoulder, and the other side is in front. So I'm gonna do that, and her hair is like all the way down to there. I'm not gonna do it like I did with the pattern. I did it a bit longer than the shoulder, because it does actually match up with the bottom here. If you want, Mum. As long as it's got the new ones in it. Printed within the last 4 years, basically. It would definitely get used. That's a fact. She's got such long hair. I'm thinking I'm gonna go do a lot of strands that are like that long. The KitchenAid mixers. Do you mean? They are the kind of machinery, so I'm told, they're the kind of machinery that you take good care of it and you can hand it down generation to generation. Like a friend of mine got hers from her mum, and it's so old, like almost as old as she is, kind of thing. She's younger than I am. Yeah, that looks good. It parts super far over. I have a pink one. 10 years. Oh my god, I didn't know that. How did I not know that? I'd like to get a blue one that matches the KitchenAid blender that I have. But I've been checking on and off for the last couple of years to get one the same color, and they're never in stock anymore. It's not a big deal. I'd rather have one than have a bright blue one. That looks good. As one side. And then I'm going to be covering up some of the cross stitching I've just done. But that's okay. So we want to kind of go over to the side a bit. I know I don't want to have... I know who that is. Hi, Chris. Thanks for the follow. What was I going to say? Oh yeah, I definitely know I don't want a silver one. That's all I know. It's a family gathering. I got Mum to learn how to use Twitch. Can you believe it? I'm feeling so spacey at the moment. Why? Do you want to see you? This is your Christmas present. I haven't finished it. Oh, not the wrong spot. Oh, right spot. And look, here's Mum and Howard. And Lily and Pixie. As you can tell, I'm working on hair. What the hell is Zeneca? Yeah, everyone's bald. Oh, Zeneca is the vaccination thing in Australia, right? AstraZeneca, yeah. I'm on the right. I'm on the same page now. Yeah, we don't have that in America. We have Pfizer, we have Johnson and Johnson, and we have Moderna. They're the ones that we have access to over here. And yes, Johnson and Johnson, the same brand that make baby powder. Thought you were implying that you were getting drunk, basically. I got Pfizer. That was the vaccination I got. I've been vaccinated for... Holy crap, it's October now. So I've been vaccinated for... Fully vaccinated for 5 months. Still in this shithole of a situation. Nope. Got caught, so it pulled the strands funny. But yeah, I was lucky in the side effects were just like sore arm of the shot location. Josh got the bad side effects, so he obviously got the the non-placebo. I'm just looking forward to getting the girls vaccinated. So did you see that I got a dog? Because I don't never know if you see anything that I post on Facebook. Josh isn't on Facebook, by the way. I don't think he made an announcement or anything like that. He is, yeah. Oh, I don't know my photo that I'm referencing up anymore. There we go. Could you imagine half the vaccines just fake? Yeah. He's very vocal and very cute. This is the dog, not my husband. Yeah. He kept us up all night, which was great. Oh, I know, right? He's gonna have such a very serious expression on his face when he gets older, I think. Just based on his colouring. Not the eye colouring, his fur colouring. Because he's more wolf colouring than Siberian Husky colouring. I just ignore Streamlabs. It does that on its own. But yes, it's very beautiful. But he is totally a COVID puppy because he freaks out whenever he's by himself. It's got nothing to do with the fact that he's a puppy, of course. Sorry, I'm holding this where I can see it and not where you guys can see it. Trying to get her hair to sit out a little bit more. I need to do a stitch like this. Or actually like tuck it in. There we go. That's better. Yes, he's very cute. Doesn't like his crate, which sucks. But we'll work on that. Been trying to remember what Morris was like with his crate when we first got him. I think he took to it straight away. I assume you're up to speed with the Twitch news just in case if you changed it. Yes, I have. Thank you. I saw that they got hacked. I do not like that little stitch I just did. Yeah, and Twitch sent me an email as well anyway. They didn't outright say that they'd been hacked. They were just like, hey, so you should probably change your password. trying to get that to sit out a bit. There we go. Okay. So we're going to do... I'm remembering how much I hated stitching the hair in the charity piece I did, because it was in the hoop stand, which is attached to the table. Now that I'm like turning this piece around constantly to get the right positioning. But there we go. Alright, so I'm almost out of floss anyway. So we're gonna finish that bit off. We're gonna do a little braid. We're gonna try anyway. See how it goes. Okay. And then I'll do the bow. So I don't forget, like I almost forgot Mum's glasses. And tattoo and strap. Howard just said you bring what looks like a blob to life. Oh, thanks, I think. The hair definitely makes it look like a specific person. Like, this could just be anybody, you know? But then you put some hair on it and it looks like a person. A good example is the one for Grandpa, actually. Just make sure Grandpa's not looking for a minute and I will show you what I mean in a sec. So just shoo him away if he's there. Alright, he should be gone by now. Like, oh, you haven't seen this, how this is coming along either, have you, Mum? So that's the one for Grandpa. Like, it's just a bunch of blobs with clothing right now. But I've done metallic thread, which is such a bitch. I hate metallic thread. But yeah. So that's all you guys in age order. And Grandma and Grandpa. And that's basically what everyone would look like in 2021. So, yeah. Okay, we are going to put a knot at the end of this. And then we're going to come up here. Sure. And then I'm going to make a plait. And try and do it on the screen so that you guys can actually see what I'm doing. Even though it's literally just you guys. But that's okay. As I've said many times, I don't do this to try and build like a Twitch following. I do this because it holds me accountable for getting some work done. Well, that might be a little bit too subtle, but we'll see. We'll see how it looks when it's a bit longer. just trying to make it not tangle, because this is really long pieces of floss. I mean, it looks like a braid, so that's the important part, right? Pulling it down. Needs a little bit longer. So, random thought. I'm trying to organise family photos because it's coming up for the end of the year again. As a side note, who let that happen? And I'm trying to make sure that I can get Archie in on them too. And like, wouldn't that be super adorable? It's like a hyperactive little puppy, Siberian Husky puppy. I mean, it looks like a braid. Okay, we're gonna trim it about there, so I've got something to work with. We're gonna pull out one of the strands. Make sure the whole thing doesn't fall apart on me. You know who I forgot to do? I forgot to do Liga and Matthew. I realized that yesterday, actually. I haven't talked to her in so long. There we go. There's a knot in the bottom. Can you give us a look for a real close up? It's a bit hard to see. Yeah. My camera. Hang on. My socks coming off and I'm uncomfortable. Anyway. Yeah, the camera's focus isn't crash hot. Like that's about as close as I can get. See, like it is tiny. It's literally one strand per line. But I'm just gonna attach it with this little knot strand that I've done. I did Liga one back when I started these. Back when I was not good at them. Which for those of you playing at home was 2015. Okay, so that's a little braid. You can't even see it. Whatever, it's important to me that it's there. We're going to do like a little stitch to tack it down, and then we're going to do a stitch up here to tack it down. Up here. Oh, sorry, I'm Not holding it in the right spot. Matthew's grown a bit. I know, I've seen him on Facebook. I can't believe he's 10. That's just crazy. Just thinking about it earlier this year. I just randomly think about like what year it is this year, and you know what happened this time 10 years ago, or in this case. And it's like, shit. What it's worth, your camera is doing a really good job tracking face. I know, I have it set up to do its best, basically. I don't have a webcam up here. I have an actual digital SLR that can act like a webcam. That camera is a webcam, and that's why it looks shit, because my assumption is people aren't here to look at me, they're here to look at what I'm doing. Okay, so we tuck down the other side. But yeah, that's nice to hear that it's coming across as doing well. And then we're gonna trim these bits. There we go. Alright. Probably do that a little close, actually. Tiny little plait. Again, I'll just move this up so you can see it. Yeah. Alright, let's do Mum's hair. Mum's hair is going to be amazing. But I'll keep these out. Oh, just in case. I think I'm going to need to tack down that braid just a little bit higher. Because I think I've cut it too close. Anyway. Mum's hair. I was thinking before, while I was eating some grapes, that I'm still going to do 3 strands, but Mum's hair, actually no, I could do 2, because Mum's hair is this one here, which, as you can see, has 2 strands of 3371, which is the darkest brown, and then you probably can't see it in there, but it has 310, which is black. And her hair is like tiny little ringlets. So what I'm thinking, and I can cut it out if it looks terrible, is take out one of the browns, and we're going to do teensy tiny little bullion knots, or bullion stitches, sorry, because I think 3 strands, obviously it's 50% more than what I've got here, and we're going to work, no, I want to work my way up like I do with other long hair. Yeah, I think it's gonna look good. So she's got hair that reaches her shoulders. So do a teensy little one here. Oh, I pulled the needle too far through. There we go. Oh, come on. Got it caught on the... that thing. Whatever that thing's called. Yes, this is gonna look amazing! So that doesn't look like anything right now, but it will. It looks super cool. And that one wasn't as tight as the other one. That's okay. And yes, if you're wondering, Mum, Howard's hair is going to be just bog French knots. And Chris, yours is going to be called what's called turkey work. Because Mum told me that you attacked your hair with clippers, but I refuse to ask what it looks like now because I know your hair as a white man's afro. And that is what I'm going to stitch it as. It's too many wraps. Think like Bob Ross style. Which I can show you what it looks like actually, because I have a stitch of Bob Ross. One sec. So it's all fuzzy. And if I hold it like that, you can kind of see like its 3D-ness. And I'm going to do your facial hair the same. This is very patchy because this was almost the first time I did this stitch. So it is gonna look a lot better than this. I did this stitch. I never signed this one. Oh, I gotta fix that. I have to look back on when I finished this piece. Like, I can tell it's old because I backed it like this, basically. And oh my god, it's super loose. But yeah, so your hair's gonna look like that. Is that using the same type of thread? Yes. So it's called turkey work, and basically I make a bunch of knots. Like I do long strands, and then I didn't do it for this one, but I use this, which is called a nap riser brush, and make it all fuzzy, and then trim it all down. Basically, I give you a haircut. I did it on the because I made you wear a little Santa hat. I did it on this, which you might not be able to see because it's white. If I put my finger behind it, you can see. So I'm going to do that, but a little bit longer. And I did it on this piece too, because he's wearing a Santa hat too. But they also have a little chicken. And the little chicken has this like ball of fluff on its head. Super cute. When she was like, "Can you include my chicken?" I'm like, hell yeah. I've never done a chicken like that before. Let's do it. done a chicken before. Well, we've done baby chicks, actually. So yeah, it's likely that you won't get your present this year because Mum let me know that post from America is actually not being accepted to Australia at the moment. There's like, what'd you say, like 20 countries that Australia isn't accepting international post from, and America is one of them. So it's possible you'll get a digital photo for Christmas. So I'm sorry. But I'll be sending it as soon as everything's opened up again. Yeah, I mean, America, the way that America is handling COVID is pretty atrocious. So I'm not terribly surprised that Australia's like, hey, fuck you guys. Could you not mail COVID to us, please? Especially during, the busiest mailing time of the year. But like, it means that I'm not gonna rush my pieces that were going to be mailed to Australia because I was actually rushing them. So I have a massive knot on the back here. There we go. Because I wanted to make sure that it would get there in time. It's America that's not sending. Oh! That's odd. Well, I'll double check that because a friend of mine who does these portraits as well, she was asking me about an address that she had to send a portrait to Australia. And why wasn't working, and I was like, you're not entering it in right. But also, and she was able to fix it and like get the address to come up. So I might double check. Not 8, 6. My floss is so tangled. But it's still possible you might just get a digital photo for Christmas. So see how it goes. But look at that! Look how cute that looks. You can't see it as well as I can. It kind of just looks like a black blob, I'll admit. If I go like that though, maybe that'll help. I'm like moving my alt light. But yeah, it looks like tiny little ringlets. Australia Post have been notified. I gotta go out a bit more. Yeah, she tried FedEx, I think. So maybe that was the trick. Maybe Australia Post address, the connection between USPS and Australia Post was not working for her or something. I don't know. But like, I know you guys have FedEx, and I know we have FedEx. Ow! That's my finger. I've heard bad stories about FedEx trying to deliver stuff in Australia. Yeah, I know. I remember. FedEx aren't the ones that people use much in America. People usually use UPS or Amazon, because Amazon are a bloody delivery service as well. They have their own deliverers. Seriously, having Amazon, just like ordering whatever you need that you don't need urgently and having it delivered to your house is amazing. Like, you experienced it, Mum, when you visited. FedEx not great in the US. No, they're not. It's more that they're not great because they're more expensive. There are cheaper options that do just as good a job. UPS suspended parcel service due to air freight capacity issues. Okay. Yeah, well, USPS is like what the government that's the government funded. That's like Australia Post, but in America, basically. So that makes sense. Yeah, sorry, that's okay. I can't actually allow it. I can only do things like fix swear words and stuff in chat. Actually, I've got Twitch dashboard open, maybe. No. Yeah, I set up kind of strict rules in my chat because I didn't want to be flooded with bots and hate rated and stuff like that. Because people can suck. No, it's okay. You're not gonna get like pinged for it or something. I gotta start doing some longer ones right here. But I'm gonna have a couple more grapes. Hey, that's interesting. Oh no, okay. Anyway, I need to get some more of this colour, these colours. Set -1 brown. Which I'll pull out anyway, because otherwise I'll have the wrong number. Oh. Oh, come on. Where's my black? Yeah. Alright. So if I don't pull out all 3 strands, then I'm going to have the wrong number of threads on this little swatch. So anyway, that one is a brown, that one can go away. I can go away with that one. Bloop. So I gotta do some more over like here. So otherwise she'll just look like she's wearing a really terrible wig. And I know that she's not. And there's nothing wrong with wigs. Just don't want it to look like a terrible wig. Alright, so let's go from like here to here. I missed. There we go. Don't have anything to hang on to, really. Eh. I'd normally do this with a longer needle. Come on! Got it wrapped around a bit too tightly. There we go. There we go. Five, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. That'll do. Yep. Gotta eyeball it. Holy crap, is that the time? My god, this whole day's just disappeared. You know what sucks? That means tomorrow's Friday, which sucks because it's early dismissal with school. Like, this whole week is just gone. Yesterday was spent picking up the dog and taking care of the dog. Tuesday was... something happened on Tuesday that just, like, made the whole day evaporate as well. I don't even remember. Today was spent doing groceries because there was too many people. It was one good thing about pandemic. People were staying home, and now America as a whole is just like, oh, we're sick of this. Let's just go out and do things like normal. Which is infuriating. How long have you had Archie for? 2 days. We got him yesterday. Australia's a bit the same way. Australia are at least doing very strict lockdowns. America, not so much. Plus the anti-vax movement is freaking huge in this country. Because you can't stomp on my freedom. Keep seeing all these photos in the news of people going to the beach. Oh my gosh. At least it's outdoors. I keep seeing friends meeting up with people they haven't seen in a long time. Like family, and those ones grind my nerves because it's like, well, fuck, I'd like to see my family. But I'm not even allowed to enter the country that they're in. And they can't even fly out of the country they're in. But, can't get this to come up. There we go. The right spot. Oop. But yeah, just seeing, like, their friends. Which I shouldn't be all mad about, because, you know, it's nice to see people enjoying life. But I'd like to enjoy life too, you know? My kids haven't been into a supermarket since March last year. Basically, I don't even know how long that's been. Yeah. Oh, last year it was ridiculous. With the holidays, because everyone doesn't know what to do about Halloween, for starters, which is, you know, it's on a Sunday this year, I think. Yeah. Yeah, which is in 2.5 weeks. Last year, people were doing like candy shoots and putting fun-sized candies on sticks and poking them in their front lawns, and we didn't do trick-or-treating last year. The girls were pretty upset about it. Now they're in school and we're having to kind of compete with things that their friends are coming to school saying, oh, we did this and we did that, and we're just like, well, we stayed home. Again, stayed safe indoors. So we don't know what to do about Halloween, basically. And Thanksgiving's like, whatever. We don't really celebrate Thanksgiving. which is always funny. Every year they're like, what are you doing for people? Like, just people in general. You go to Target or whatever and, what are you doing for Thanksgiving? It's like, nothing. I'm Australian. Thanksgiving is a piece of shit holiday, in my opinion. Alright, you are the weird Australian parents that won't be safe. Yeah. Pretty much. No, there are other families around that have the same mindset as us, but it's not those families that have exciting stories to say that what they did on the weekend that get heard. Just the distrust in science in this country is amazing. You need to work from the bottom up. And you hear the hair is coming together. Thank you. It is. Knew this one would take longer, this portrait. Didn't think it would take this long though. So I was planning on working on one of the other commissions that I've currently got. Like the tree that I was showing before. Every piece has like a name of what I'm working on. Like before it was the house. Now it's the tree piece. And then I've also got the big family. Just started yesterday. And then these are just the ornaments. I'll show you the big family, what I've done. It's a bit boring at the moment. But it's nice and plain for now. This family's 6. So, mum, dad, 1 girl and 4 boys. And I'm going to put it in an oval hoop, I think. I'm just worried that I cut the fabric a bit too tight for the oval hoop. And then this is the tree piece, because I don't think you saw it before. Yeah. This one I need to get cracking on. So it's due dates coming up quickly. Yeah, the biggest Stitch People portrait I've done has had 7 people. I've done 2 pieces that have 7 people in them. You know, nice work on a dress. Oh, thank you. Yeah, that's satin stitch. I couldn't make it work as a cross stitch. bit, the way it sort of sits, so I decided to do satin stitch. One thing, just back to people are assholes, selfish. The one thing I really miss, I was thinking about it the other day, is going to the movies. And I'm kind of miffed specifically lately because I really want to see the new Bond movie at the movies. And like, I technically could. You know, I could go during school hours. I don't have to worry about getting a babysitter. And even Josh could come because he's still working from home. We could do middle of the day, date day. But that's an indoor place. It's not safe. But, ow! Why did I do that? Ow. Oh, I just unthreaded my needle too. Okay, cool. This is a bit too short. Just get a new bit. Come on. You know what? I'll actually get a bit of black. Just one strand because I've got all this brown already. Yeah. Just mad about not being able to do normal things. To be able to just find a new babysitter and go out with my husband for a date night. Be nice, but selfish people are gonna be selfish, huh? Anyway, I should stop complaining. That is not a long bit of black. Let's not use that. It's got all these short bits of black. I don't want a short bit, I want a long bit. I'm running out of time. It's coming up for bedtime. Go away. Okay, well, how long are these bits? Oh, that's a bit better. Let's use that. That one, and that one. And then let's put all these bits on here. Oops. There's so many random bits of black now. I pulled out so many, trying to find one long bit. Okay, that goes in there. That closes. That can go back down here. Okay, so I've got, what color is that? That's brown. That's black. To look at it on a piece of white paper just to see which is which, because this is a really, really dark brown. That over there, that over there as well. Okay. Let's try and aim to get this head done. Oh, it's Archie! It's Archie. Hello, puppy. Hello, puppy. Oh. And it's Milo. Hi, Milo. Whoa, where are you going? Really? Oh, hey. What was that? I don't even know what that was. That was a noise. What'd you do, Chris? Oh, puppy. Hello. Hello. Oh. And Milo. Look, it's Milo as well. Yeah. Yeah, he's up here, Milo. I have regrets. Thank you for the visit. Yeah. Oh, and now I got dog nose slobber on my face. Zoe here too. Hang on. Hi, Zoe. Hi, Milo. Do you want to sit with me? Bus, bus. Come here. Milo. Bus, bus. Come on. Milo wants to like Archie. Like, he's trying very hard. Like, he keeps coming out and seeing what he's doing and watching from a distance. Yeah, you did something, Chris. I don't know what you did, but a thing came up. I'll have to check back on the replay, because my Streamlabs quality video is really small, and I didn't have my Twitch dashboard video open, which I can see much clearer. But something popped up, and you guys would have seen it because it was over there. Anyway. And Josh was saying that he would bring Archie in during the stream. Looks like that it said that I subscribed. Well, I've never had a subscriber before, so that's why I was very confused. I have followers. I don't know what subscription even does, I'll be honest. I'm not an affiliate. I'm like so close. I need 3 people to watch constantly, and I need to stream on a couple more times a month, basically. And it was great when I was doing the multi-stream for my stitch along, because I had those extra days set up. But now that's been a month, so yeah, I saw it, but it didn't show what he did on my screen. Okay, that's weird. But you got you're watching on your phone, aren't you, Mum? Or you typing on your phone or something? Anyway, what I was saying before I got so rudely interrupted was that I'm gonna try and finish this head of hair tonight and then finish up, because it is almost 11 and I need to go downstairs and do a bit of cleaning up, like post dinner stuff. I'm doing that too big. Doesn't help that she's holding her daughter. Oh no, it works. It's big. This is just bigger, this side. Okay. On my iPad Pro. Oh, what a flex there, Mum. Quiet little flex. I'm on my iPad Pro. Next you'll say that you're watching from your refrigerator or something. Much easier. Should badmouth you, you're my only viewer, pretty much. Plus your mum. I remember doing this stitch on my stitch along and hating life because trying to do the stitch where people could see what I was doing was just such a pain because it covers up, like how you hold it, you cover up your work. I think I just heard Josh walks past. Hopefully it wasn't to the girls' rooms. I usually have the door closed in case I'm too loud. I'm finishing this and then I'm gonna help. Huh? Yeah. I am required, so I will definitely finish up once I've finished this head. And that'll be 30 minutes per head of hair on average, which is not bad, considering that I spent the first like 10 minutes setting up and putting stuff away, and I need to do a bit on top here because that's a bit flat. She looks a little bit bald. I hear an Archie whinging. I don't think I've got enough floss on this bit to do this last one. Hopefully the last one anyway. It might not be last. Oh, come on. Trying to hold it in the camera as well as push the bloody needle up because I've pushed it down too far. No, don't do a knot. I might have to finish this one tomorrow. I see our Archie. I know. Ah, fuck. Yeah, I'll have to finish this one tomorrow. Alright, well, I'm gonna stick my needle through and then sigh about the fact that that one didn't work out very well. Tie that off. Try not to unthread my needle again. And then leave it at that. I'm not going to do a raid tonight. I would try to do that to like boost my community, whatever. But anyway, that's what that looks like for now. So, but I'll be able to take a picture, and that'll come up a lot better for seeing what it looks like. But yeah, thank you for hanging out, and I will be back next week. Thanks for chatting. Bye.